The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. 50, play.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
the former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Let's go, get set.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way. I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Zadarius Smith credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
And ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a Dublin first down.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Coming after you. Coming after you.
Check it back. Check it back.
They toss to Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Joe Mixon, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now they run with Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Mike's 42.
Small. Go.
Let's go, baby. Mike,
2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Funches has it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
watch the eye.
Off the play fake. Love. And he gets it to Funches complete. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Here we go. 90 to Wolf.
They can't hang with us.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. It's caught by Funches. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Set.
First down.
Hayes, let's go.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Ready.
From the gun, Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mark, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on third and long. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Looking to throw. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off play action. Love. It's caught here by Adams. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Echo.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Funches, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Dublin.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Right there.
Hey, pick your game up.
Let's go. 5.
And some room to maneuver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The 40, 20, 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Celtic Tigers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.